keep her moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn. Never gonna stop till I see the light. I'm feeling high, my little lady. I'm gonna take it to the other side. You know I used to smoke too much. You know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, you can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, we're gonna get real. I'm feeling good, my little lady. She's gonna take me to the other side. I'm feeling nice, my little lady. She's gonna keep me moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn. Never gonna stop, she's gonna treat me right. I'm feeling good, my little lady. She's gonna take me to the other side. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and you can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and we're gonna get real. Come on, baby. Let's take a ride. I don't know where we're gonna go, but first, let's dance. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and you can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and we're gonna get real. Oh, I'm feeling high, my little lady. I'm gonna take it to the other side. I'm feeling strong, my little lady. I'm gonna keep her moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn.
Giottos are so good. These chocolates are, what? Chocolates? We're here about astrophotography. What are we doing? Wrong video. Whoops.
What have I done? Ooh, what have you seen? Early at night, got in the fight, in the candlelight, looking through the screen. Now what have I done? What have you seen? You know there's no future in love when a person has come in between. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. you see. There was nothing to say, it took her away, and I feel the pain, made love in pain. Oh, oh, what have I done? What have you seen? She knows there's no future in love when a person has come in between. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Can't look back, and now he feels so strong. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Left last night, and now it seems so long. Ooh. You can hear these words I say when you're a million miles away. Yeah. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Can't look back, and now he feels so strong. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Left last night, and now it seems so long. Jamie, come on, Jamie. Yeah. And now you feel so strong. Jamie, come on, Jamie. Yeah. Left last night, and now it seems so long.
What the hell's wrong with my telescope now? Damn, what's wrong with this thing?
Another lost Lone Ranger. Can I break this spell? One thing right, who I may choose to things wrong. If I want that fine line, who I will always take along. If I trust you left, I can hear from the right. I sleep all day long, then I'm breathing through the night. I've seen a lot of bankers, and I've seen a lot of cops. I've seen a lot of lawyers pull out all the stops. I've seen a lot of children with their parents in their hands. I've felt a lot of women refuse to understand. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fires going on in South LA. The muggers and the government You're all wanting the same thing. The ticket for your Monday, I'm whatever else spring. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. Making such a fuss, and I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. 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 It's gotta mean something. It's gotta. All right. Where did my color go? Got your head in the sand. You can't be in control, using a powerful hand. I wanna be you, I wanna see you. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue, yeah. All right. Cat learns to ring a bell. Rat gets free from the maze. We can be taught to love. We've got to learn the way. I wanna see you, I wanna be you. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, add a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue. I wanna see, don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late, late. Push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hiding in a color, it's black and white and blue. Yeah, black and white and blue. You're gone black and white on the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hiding in a color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue. Another man come around today, gonna mess with my dream, gonna take it all away, take it all away. I'm just a boy with nothing to use, got my head in the news, got a bad attitude, yeah, go away. So I play guitar. Another woman come around today, she wanna slice on my pie, she's gonna try to lock me all the way, lock me all the way. I'm just a boy with nothing to lose, got my head in the news, got my bad attitude, yeah. Don't care, 'cause I got nothing to lose. Don't care, 'cause I won't let them bring me down.
So it's a wonderful night tonight. It's really good. You know, cloudy nights and not cloudy nights, but clear dark sky was it clear outside. Says it's going to be a wonderful night tonight. I mean, last night was wonderful. Tomorrow's supposed to be great. So I think I'm going to leave my telescope out all night, and it's going to be a really nice night tonight. So I'm hoping to get some really good shots of the Cave Nebula, which is part of my astrophotography meets D&D imaging. I know it's kind of looks scary, like the way I look at my eyes, like kind of crazy. But it's pretty cool. But I'm super excited for tonight, and let's see what kind of data I got. Well,
Dirty. I swear to God, these clouds are just pissing me the off. I don't understand. I don't listen to these things anymore. I can't take it. New York, you suck. And you know what? I'm so done with all this. My telescope's out here, chilling out, and all I got is freaking clouds and PhD beeping at me till no goddamn end. Unbelievable. What am I going to do? I need to move. I'm so finished with this. I hate this.
I've seen a lot of bankers, and I've seen a lot of cops. I've seen a lot of lawyers pull out all the stops. take it to the other side. I'm feeling strong, my little lady. I'm gonna keep her moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn. Never gonna stop till I see the light. I'm feeling high, my little lady. I'm gonna take it to the other side. You know I used to smoke too much. You know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my
What's
car.
up?
You can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. We're gonna get real. I'm feeling good, my little lady. She's gonna take me to the other side. I'm feeling nice, my little lady. She's gonna keep me moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn. Never gonna stop, she's gonna treat me right. I'm feeling good, my little lady. She's gonna take me to the other side. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. You can get me
Check.
high, high, high.
Check. Way too hot. Way too hot. Check. Can you hear me? Sean?
Come on, baby. Let's take a ride. I don't know where we're gonna go. But first, let's dance.
No, I can't hear you.
You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. And you can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too
Now you can.
much. And you know I used to drink
There you go.
too much. Take a ride in my
Close the door. I can hear Jen talking in the background. I got a weird thing with your picture here.
Weird thing? It's just my face, man. Don't fucking be rude.
Well, I was gonna call you ugly, but I mean, you know, just what's up, man?
What's weird? What's wrong?
Looks like do you have a green screen? Is it what's going on? It's like half your picture is like.
It's just
Let me take a look at. So it looks fine there, and then when I put it in the 3-up, it looks weird. Let me see what's going on. Don't do that. Not. And where's 30, 30, 29, 30? There it is. Let's see what's going on with your layer here, Sean. Oh, you know why? Let's see. I know why.
We're here about astrophotography. What are we doing? Wrong video. Whoops.
Hey, Dr. Sasse. Let's see. Did you not hear me do that? Hello there.
Hi, how are you?
What's going on?
All fine, all good, and you?
Oh, well, I just uploaded 10 files to your server through my NAS.
Okay.
No problem. 10 files, like literally like, I don't know, by like maybe 30 seconds for all 10.
That's how it should be. Yes.
Yeah.
So we fixed all that. That was
I'm just curious, what was the issue?
it has to do with the front end, the way things are read. It's quite complicated because the first thing that it reads is how fast the first one comes in. Now the first one of the NAS will always come in slow, so it slows down everything. You know, instead of adapting to those to dynamically. It doesn't statically. Okay.
Okay.
So it notices that the first one two are going slow, so it reduces the upload speed by definition. Once we fix that, all the problems are gone. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just trying to fix. Can you hear Sean?
I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they disappear to a black hole. You just see the tick marks, and you get the ready image. That's it. So. Yeah, that's right. I will show all that live. Okay. I'm going to show all that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Because nothing's changed on my end.
Yeah, but when you take a look at the 3Up, you'll see like half your chest is gone and your guitar is missing, and it's all star background. It's kind of weird. I don't know why. But in like
You have.
in the regular, let's see, 36.
Am I being mixed up with someone else's set?
I think you're being mixed up with Eric's. So give me a second.
That's what I'm wondering. Because Eric uses the green
Yeah. And I put you in the same slot as Eric,
As Eric?
old slot.
That's probably why.
But it shouldn't.
Can I have my own slot?
I picked up on that.
Oh, did you?
I did. You know I did. 36.
Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Can't look back, and now we feel so strong. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Left last night, and now it seems so long.
There we
Jamie, come on,
I got
Jamie.
it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Looking good.
And now you feel
Looking
so
good, my friend.
strong. Jamie.
Now, Dr. Sass, do you want me to show it on here, or are you going to show it sharing your screen, or whatever you want to do?
Yeah, I will show it on my screen because
Okay.
I've got very uploads here and
Okay.
so on, and so it's fine. Okay, so yeah.
All right, cool. All right. So I'm gonna hit it in about 30 seconds, and then I'll do my little spiel in the beginning, because we're getting ready for Astropalooza 3.
I know.
So we're
Yeah.
doing that, and so
Yeah, remind me to send you some prize things. Okay, so I'm leaving on Sunday, so you got to remind me.
Oh,
Okay?
I will, and another we won't pick them till December 10th anyway. So I mean, so I've got some time to figure that out. I know you're
Yeah,
always
but I'll
been,
be in South Africa.
I know you will.
So,
Yeah.
and I will have a computer, but it's more difficult there for me because of the time difference and everything.
Sure.
So I want to do what I can now. So
Oh no, absolutely. You're always welcome to come on and hang out with us.
Thanks, sure.
The world can hear me apparently. Okay, so all right, they can't hear you, but they can hear me. So all right, we're gonna hit it anyway, and here we go. 10 seconds. Hold on a second. It didn't. I made some switches for Astropalooza, and I guess it never switched back. Give me 1 second. Sean, just say something real quick. I gotta find you. There you are.
What's up?
There
How's
we
it going,
go.
everybody?
And let's see. And number 3. And Dr. Sass, just say something so I can get you. There you are. All right.
Oh, that's it.
There you go. I think everybody could hear us now. Apologize about that. We made everything. So I guess I'll just say it all over again. So we're privileged again tonight. I know we had to do some rescheduling. And we got Dr. Sass here tonight. We don't, a week late, but always better late than never, right? So we're privileged to have you again after like I said, your 4th time on the show, and we thank you for all that. And but before we get into brass tacks, everybody, number 1, put your pictures in for image of the week, please. There's nothing in there. We got 2 days until that. We got to vote. We got to do everything. Get your stuff in there. This is the first time we've never had anything. We've always had 5, 6, 7 people on there. Get your stuff in there. Also, Astropalooza coming on December 7th on Saturday from I think it was 2 to 10, if I remember right. We got everybody coming on, and Dr. Sass is going to share something with us in a little bit. Another wonderful piece of news for Astropalooza. Just remember, we got all this stuff going on with Astropalooza. Come join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Sean's going to be there. As you can see, Sean decided to join us this evening. Thank you, Sean. And, it's going to be a great time. We always have a great time doing these things. We have, I think, 13 total presenters, maybe 14, depending on a last-minute adjustment. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Come and check us out, and a lot of great information. And it's our 3rd one running. So it's now a trend. So there we go. So with that being said, thank you, Dr. Sass, for coming on and hanging out with us. How's it going? How you been? It's been a while.
Fine, and you can call me Christian. I'm completely fine with that.
Really. So I'm so used to calling you Dr. Sass. So I don't know. I may not be able to change it.
But I've forgotten that I am one. I just forget with time. It's fine. It's fine, really. I'm really delighted to be here. Thanks for inviting me, and sorry for the delay. But I think 1 week is forgivable because if you do software development, that's not very, very long, right?
Nope, not at all.
It's also very nice to see Sean here for the first time. Of course, I enjoy his YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's really nice to see you too.
I think a fellow Canadian, if I know correctly.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, over in Ontario.
That's really cool. I often look at your channel, and that's great work. So very nice to have you here. And last time when I was there, so what's the reason really coming after such a long time? Like all the enthusiasts, I enjoy astrophotography like many do, and we know the ins and outs. And what I found is that with teaching, the main issue is that it's like driving a car. Most people want to drive the car. They don't want to sit underneath the car, right? And image processing is very much like, first you have to sit underneath the car, then you have to open the bonnet, and then you finally do a few things, and then you can drive, right? And that hasn't really changed a lot, and that has caused a lot of frustration. Not so much maybe for the community here, but for a lot of people that I know that just simply, you try and teach them or show them something, and you notice it's not you, it's not that, it's just simply the tools are too problematic and difficult. And that was the challenge, to create something completely new. And that's what I'm going to talk about tonight, about a product called StarPix, okay? How to make things more enjoyable so you can be more creative. Okay. So if you don't mind, can I share my screen?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Screen sharing. Let's hope this works. I'm on a Mac now. So let me just see which one that is. Entire screen. I think this is.
Should be entire screen, yeah.
Yeah, let me try this. Share. Okay. Let me know if you see this. Do you see this?
Oh yeah.
What do you see? Just whatever this is.
I see your whole PowerPoint screen.
Okay, good. Now, don't worry, there's not going to be a death by PowerPoint. I just want to show 1 or 2 slides, and then we'll jump straight in. I just want to explain really what this is about. Okay, wait a minute. That's not the right way. This should work. Okay, now you should see the entire screen. So,
Correct.
So welcome to StarPix. So we call it the future of image processing is here. So if you look at the classical approach, and we all know that very well, the first thing when you take images is you review the data, you throw out some bad subs, then you have to do the painful calibration, which if you don't do it right, your images also get spoiled, right? You have to do your flats, your darks, your biases, and so on. And then finally, you throw it into some type of software, and there are many good softwares out there, and you stack the image. We call that integration, and then you get the final master. And the reason for doing that is that the signal out there is, in most cases, very low. So we have to gather signal, and the best way to do that is to take shorter exposures because our sensors are much better now. And so the noise level is lower, so we stack them into one master file. And that's not even done. Then the real pain starts because we have to even process the image. That's still being underneath the car, if allow me that analogy.
Mm-hmm.
So now the plate solve has to be done. This is where a lot of software struggle. If you don't give some initial conditions of what you're doing, the thing will fail. It mostly goes via astrometry.net or some other plate solvers that you may have. And these things have to be tuned in order to work. Then you would, if you have a red, green, blue image, color image, you would combine this. Then you would find out that the background is not neutral, so you do the neutralization of the background. Then you find in that you have all kinds of gradients in there, which is a pain. Typically, the moon is a linear gradient that we very often have. It can be light scattering from the city, especially those of you who live on the East Coast. In big cities, know this very well, so it gets quite difficult. Then comes the next pain, and that's called color calibration, where you have to pick out certain stars and use certain databases in order to calibrate them. Then comes the better part. You start sharpening the image. There are very good tools that have been developed for this. Then comes the removal of the noise. And then finally, you stretch the image. And then finally, the fun starts. So now you can be creative. And that's the last point here. You can be creative. You can now do the same as if you were standing at the Grand Canyon. You take a picture of the Grand Canyon and you go home, and you can now play around with the shadows and the lights and everything to fine-tune your image. So I call that, this is the creative part, seasoning the image to create your final version. And as we know in the fun part in astrophotography, that creativity has a huge range because of the filters that we use. And there's no clear definition of really what your creativity looks like, because we are leaving the scientific realm and it is complete art, right? So that's the classical approach. So what we did then, a team of mathematicians and scientists, we got together and we thought, let's make a completely new approach. The first thing is that your data set gets, and that's the main thing, gets uploaded to the web browser, right? Into a cloud. And then you wait a bit, and then the output is a processed, cleaned image with individual channel separation, especially for narrowband, right? You'll have an RGB image, and if you also have SOH in there, for example, you will have the separate channels there. And then you can be creative, and you can import that. You can do PixInsight, APP, whatever you wish. You can go into Photoshop. It doesn't really matter. Or you can just enjoy and share the resulting image. And then that's the key thing. What do you really do with your image? I mean, you got so much in there. So there's even the star search and analysis gets really complicated for a normal person. You have to go into either Aladdin, you have to get the Gaia catalogs, and so on and so on. It gets very tedious, and you have to know quite a lot. So that's something that we are working very hard on to make this fun. Okay, so the crux of StarPix is really no fast computer is needed. You can do this even with your iPad or so. You can just upload your images into the cloud. And that's the key thing. So instead of sitting at home and wondering, well, what the latest CPU and GPU look like, you let us do the work and we fix that all in the cloud. So all the processing is done in the cloud. That is the sorting, the stacking, the plate solve, the color correction, the gradient removal, the star removal, the option, star removal, option, sharpening, blah, blah, blah. All that is done. And the only thing you really have to provide is good internet speed. That's the key thing, right? So, so that you don't lose, you know, so that you don't have to wait forever. So good internet speed is really the thing that is mostly recommended. And the features that StarPix has is, so we have automatic registration, stacking, and processing of your images, removing the gradients, sharpening the image, provide useful mask. We do star removal. We also provide a linear file. So if you don't like the way we stretched it, no problem. You can take the linear file and you can continue from there. That's a stacked linear file. We also have automatic color correction, automatic stretching. And the main thing here, what we ran into, was that we have automatic monosensor or one-shot color camera sensor detection. And that's important because in the FITS files, the information is often wrong. It's simply wrong. It's unusable. Everybody uses their own abbreviation. That's understandable. And they understand their own notation. But as soon as we do file exchanges, it becomes a nightmare. So we found a method to actually distinguish one-shot color cameras from monosensors. And most important of all, what we're working on, and we've got this nearly solved, is automatic filter detection, so that your RGB are automatically sorted as well as your narrowband. Finally, so we have instantaneous plate solve in milliseconds. That is also a novelty. So we have our own algorithms for that. And also that it works for any telescope image at the moment, all the way to a 30 millimeter camera lens, which is quite a wide field. So we are actually going right into the nightscapes here. In future, we are working on the complete solution for smartphones, so that you can take images with your smartphone and use it, and that it should work fast. Also upcoming, what we're working on, and that's really interesting, hopefully we'll have this ready for the release, is that we have a complete Nina integration. So that means that we have APIs in there that will automatically store your RAWs in the cloud. So this already happens with some software, but we go a step further here. So when we capture it with Nina, whatever software you may have to support the API, and that can also be remote telescopes, it can be all kinds of things. After finishing your image capture, the image will be automatically processed within a minute or two, so you have it fully annotated and everything. And then the exciting thing we're also working on is the education and discovery star, that you can click on all the stars in your image and you can learn about it. And we're talking about 2+ billion objects here. So it's a huge catalog here so the idea is you move your mouse to any star and you have it resolved, and it's fully labeled and you control the annotation. So it's not that you have to go into some special editing tools, but you say, well, I want this star edited, I want that star, annotated. You just click on it and they get annotated the way you want it. It goes very quickly. And then you'll be able also to measure the brightness of stars, variable stars, and more. So as you can imagine, we got lots of ideas, and we think it's going to be a killer app. Okay, let's right in now. Let me just do. Can you see the screen now?
Yep, we can see it.
Okay, good. So at the moment, this is still in development mode. Okay, so it's semi-perfect, but I'm going to show you everything live. So the first thing we have to do is sign in, and at the moment, I'm just going to use a sign in here. So it's a clean sheet here, clean slate. I want what works, and later I will show possible possibility when all the images that were processed and what we can do. So let's do it. So this is a very simple interface. And you see here it says add photos. There's gallery at the moment. We have in the gallery. So I'm just going to say add photos here. And I'm going to upload some files. So I already have here, you can see I've got the AstroWorld star pics. I've got a few samples here, folders, and we're going to go through some of them, and I'll show you how this works. So the first one, I got images actually from other fellow imagers, and I said, throw some called images at me, and Hawk Walensky was one of them, and he said, well, Christian, here's one I've always been struggling with. I'm just going to click. Let's see if this is work. Where's it? Sorry, where's it opening it now? It opened it somewhere else, and I don't know where. One sec, just give me a sec. This is typically for a live show. I didn't open it on this window.
That's
Wait a minute.
Live TV for you.
Yeah, I don't know. It was my human error. It was not the error. It does what it does. To do thing is that's not what that does something different. So this is the folder. I'm just going to click on one of them. So this is just CC. You can see there's a preview. It's an upgraded image, and it's quite problematic because let's see if I can zoom in.
Your audio is going a little bit in and out, Doctor.
Can you hear me okay?
It's kind of whenever you do something on your computer, the audio lags. When you're not doing anything, it works fine. But when you take some resources away from your audio, it kind of disappears a little bit. So you may want to slow it, slow it down, do something, then slow it down a little bit.
Okay, thanks. Okay, if you look carefully on the image, you will see there's see the vertical streaks there. I don't know if you can. If I can, I don't know if you can. I forgot how to do this picture here. Let me just see. Where was it? Where was the magnification? Here we go. Let's try this. Okay, can you see that?
Yes, I can now. Yeah, the dead columns.
Yes, exactly. So this is for CCD images, right? So this doesn't really occur much or at all in CMOS, but many of you who've dealt with CCD cameras and so on will recognize these. These are so-called dead columns or white columns, or so depending on what type of light. It's very typical, and that's why calibration is so essential. And if you zoom out, you will also see, that there are on different images, there are gradients and so on, okay? To do this, let's try and upload this now. So all I'm going to say here is let's just clear all again. Let's try this again. Upload files. I'm going to take the whole bunch, choose them all, and just say open. Okay, now watch. So it's upload 45 files. I'm just going to click on this. And now, because I got very fast internet, on the right-hand side, you will see that these are being uploaded to the cloud right now. And this is all real time. So you can see how many are left. And we just have to be a little bit patient.
And what kind of internet speeds are you using to upload this? How fast are you?
Yeah, okay. It's as fast as the cloud can do it. So this is this is very fast. This is about 1 gigabit per second. This is really fast. But anything from around 100 is fine. If you go lower, you just have to wait for quite some time. Okay. As I was talking to Dan, we fixed quite a lot of issues now. So, the better your internet speed, the less you have to wait. Otherwise, you go for coffee. Okay, you can see how quick this is going now. So the upload is complete. This is the clear button. Okay, clear the stack. And now it's going to process that. And whilst it's doing that, we can go to the next. So let's just go on and do that. So you saw this, and I'm just going to go to the next one. Let's take, let me just see what we have here. Let's take a color image for a change. Yeah, let's do the Pleiades color. So this is now a one-shot color. Just all and do them again. And we just have to be a little bit patient here because it's working and it's working very fast, but it's not lightning speed. So
No, but it
let's
is pretty fast. And I'll just tell you right now, I've been actually uploading up to the cloud while you've been speaking. I've been uploading 158 files.
Yes.
And I got 32 left, and it's been just a little bit over 11 minutes.
Yes, and that's fast. That's fast.
So
okay, what I'm going to do now is to refresh the page, and there's nothing yet. Okay, it's obviously working at the moment. So let's just continue and just upload some more. Okay, so I mean this is all fun anyway. So let's do Centauros A model before we upload them, what they look like. Okay, so a bit of an idea of what I'm actually doing. Let's go to Pleiades color. I'm going to click on any of these and show you what they look like. Oh, this is CCD stack. So that's just one image. Of course, it's color. You can convert it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, that's not a color image. I thought it was. Maybe I was wrong. I thought this was color. Maybe. Oh, strange. I thought it was. Maybe that one wrong. Okay. Let's go to, let's see, where is it? Okay, let's try another one. Let's go back. So this was Centauros A, exactly, Centauros A. So let's just go back to Centauros A mono. So those are mono images. And that's just the blue, for example. So you get an idea of what the quality is like. Okay, there you go. So you can see that's quite a good quality image, actually. And that's quite a high resolution. Upload this to the cloud or not yet? I think so. I can't remember now. Talking. Do you remember if Sean, did I upload this or not? You remember?
which one?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? I can't remember at the moment. Okay, we'll wait a moment. Let's do Edda Karina.
I got
because
caught
this is
sleeping
nice.
in class.
That's okay. Don't worry. This is nice. This is narrowband. So this should do an HO. So let's upload this. Okay, that's finished. And then let's refresh the page and just see. Okay, that's the first image done. So there you go. This is, so you can see here, I mean, you still have very slight lines, but in fact, a lot of the problems have been removed from the image. It's also been annotated. So if you look down here, you can see the pixel resolution, you can see the orientation, the field radius of 0.6 degrees. So you get all the information here that you need. You also have a sky map here on the side, so you can see where the object is. You can see the field of view. If I click on it now, you can see the annotation is complete here of all the this is of course a huge galaxy field, and you can now switch the overlay off or on, so you can see that. So just going on what I said earlier, you will be able to click on any of these stars and get the information about the star. So at the moment, we've just limited to some stars just to get everything right. You can also remove all the stars, right? So there you go. Those are just the stars removed with just the galaxies. And that's, of course, very helpful when you process images. And that here is the star mask, right? So you have both options. Okay, so let's put this back again. This way. There we go. There's our image again, and then you can put the overlay on. And if you want to know the distance here between two galaxies, at least the apparent distance, you can take a ruler here and you can measure this. So let's say I go from this star and I just, what is the apparent distance that I have here? You can see that it's the distance is 0.18 degrees, so this is calibrated to the scale. You can also move around. I get the RA and deck coordinates completely resolved of the image, and that really should work for any image that you upload, unless, of course, the quality is so poor that we cannot resolve it. So you need some minimum quality for that. What is then really cool is download the individual channels, right? So you can download the RGB, and that means it's stretched. So if you then, so here's your selection. If you click on this, you have the stretched image. If I click on this, you have the linear image. I'm just going to switch the ruler off and the overlay. So that is that's the linear image. And then you can have the RGB here also, as I already said here, just without stars and the star mask. And the neat thing is that you can now download this. So since these are stretched, you can download as a TIFF or as a JPEG directly on your computer. So you can go on and process the image from there. If you want, for example, linear image, and you press download, you can also download the FITS one, and the FITS will have the complete information of the resolved star field in there. So everything that you need is added into the FITS file. And that is true even if you stack TIFF files. And then you have the JPEG and so on. So that gives you quite options. So let's jump out of this. And you see in the meantime, the other images have processed. So here, this is an interesting one. So that's the famous in the southern sky, the Athena. And there you can see that on the map. You can again see the orientation, and you can see the field radius. And also, this is a 3.5 arc second per pixel, which means it's obviously a wide field refractor in this case. And you can click on the image again and zoom in, and you can explore this. So if I put it here on pink, you can change the color. You can see that the star matches are quite nice here and on them. And you can also see them. So if, for example, I search this T1, it's going to be T1 Carina, and you do specific star searches, which I'm going to do now because I just did this. I didn't copy it properly. 1 second. I copied everything. Let me just do this again. Okay, wait a second. That was too much copied. I think I copied the whole information here. That was my mistake. Oops, that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot. I've no comment about. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. That was a little bit too much information. I didn't want to. For whatever reason, it's copying everything. Let's just clear this and try this again. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Okay, and there it gets illuminated. And what's really cool is you can search your whole gallery. So if you go back to the gallery now, and I search the gallery for exactly a certain star or a certain object, it will highlight that and will tell you where it is. So this is what we call reverse search. And that can be really useful when you have a lot of images and you may have a supernova somewhere that you're looking for. You don't have to go into any star catalogs or whatever. The information is all there and it's immediately searchable. Okay, nice. Let's go back. Just refresh the page. Okay, and there's the Pleiades, and you can see they're taken out, and a very mild stretch, as you can see. We have worked a lot on the stretch of the image so that it doesn't become overstretched. We've been rather conservative in the color stretch. And again here, because this is an RGB image, you have all the possibilities. You can remove the stars instantaneously like that. You can remove the overlay. You can go with the ruler. We even have a transparency for the overlay. Let me just put that on again. Wait, that was the rule. Let me just go back here. That's the transparency. If you have overlay, I'll put the overlay back on. Okay, let's put there. And if I now, I can image so that I can compare where actually my location is. Okay, so we've shown already that you can do this for SOH. We've shown that this goes for color, and we've shown that this also goes for the older CCD images. So let's try some more. So let's go on. Yeah, let's try the solvent pinwheel. It's a nice one. So I'm just going to select them all. I just have to see later what this actually was. And whilst it gets going, I'm going to go back into the folder and let's have a look. Oh, this is obviously LRGB. Let's go one to show you what it looks like. It's a bit off center there. And we got some donut rings. By the way, we're not good yet at removing donut rings. So if you ask, that's going to be put into our, that's in our to-do list. But most of it will be, the gradients should be tackled quite well. Okay, and let's go on from there. Let's show that uploaded. Let's do the next one.
Hey, Dr. Sasse, just so you know, I just got my picture back. I did the Wizard Nebula, and
okay.
that 158 files
right.
that I put up, and that's only probably about a quarter of what I have in total that I could put up. I did 158 files, and from when I said start downloading or start uploading to finish, it was 19 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay.
So
good.
Pretty fast.
That is pretty fast. That is. Okay, so let's take the next one. I'm going to take here M31. That's probably one of the most photographed galaxies. Again, this is to my friend Edmund, by the way, on the East Coast. He did this in his backyard. Also, these are not calibrated. Let's have a look and just look at his single images. Let me see 1 second. Let's just click on any of these. Okay, so that's, yeah, you can see he's got some, this is typical, I think he's got a RASA 11. Typically for a RASA, of course, you get a lot of the vignetting and so on. So let's see how that one is going to do. And we've got another 15 to go. Okay, it's nearly done. Great. And let's see if anything has come out yet. Yeah. And that's the solvent pinwheel just in one go. I can click on it. Oh, that's the solvent pinwheel. And again, we've just taken very few images here in order to, to save time, right? So you can download the separate, you can download LRGB. By the way, we can also handle H. So very often galaxies, especially the front-on galaxies like these, are taken with LRGB. L for the contrast, RGB for the colors, and then HA are the young stars. So at the won't on here. So if I had added HA, then HA would be here as a separate channel. So then you would ask me, well, why haven't you added HA in there straight away? And the answer is the narrowband, as we find, is a very particular taste. It's artistic completely. So how clear you want to bring out HA is very much to taste. And so far we couldn't agree exactly how to do that. So we thought it's best to separate the HA or the channels and let you export the channel and then go process it themselves, right? Which is a lot easier. Okay.
Dr. Sasse, a quick question out there, maybe some clarification on, is there any restrictions on any file types that need to be put in there?
Yeah, so yes is the answer. So TIFF and FITS is what we accept, right? That's the file, because FITS for its convention, I mean, it's ubiquitous, and TIFFs and G2 because they are, for example, TIFFs are very much used by Celestron Origin, and by cameras, of course, because we can also do CMOS cameras and so on. Right. And JPEGs also. The only thing is in JPEG, because the compression is quite severe, we decided that we will not stack JPEGs. We will stack TIFFs, but we don't stack JPEGs because of the quality, right? And it's just so much pre-processing that goes on with JPEGs. So at least that's our current position. Okay.
Okay. Any interest in going into the raw data files for the DSLR users?
Yes. Oh, sorry, I forgot all that. All the raws. Right? Didn't I say that?
Okay. So raws work too.
All the raws.
Okay.
We pick up all the libraries from the Sony's, Nikon, Canons, Olympus, you name it. We are trying to. That's exactly what I was going to show you. Let's do that. In fact, this is a raw file. This is an ARW.
Okay.
Okay, that's one raw file. So let's do that for fun. It's just one single one that I'm uploading here, and that's a nightscape. Let's do that. And so that's the picture. Actually, this is it. This was taken. Craig Stocks in Utah. We took this. Just 2 months ago. Really beautiful image, but it's such a typical nightscape image, really. And as you can see, the Milky Way, although distinct, is quite faint. You got some cloud cover and so on. And if you throw something like this at astrometry.net, it's going to struggle.
Yeah,
because it will because already of the scale and so we developed our own algorithms to take this apart. So most of the times we do succeed. So this should actually go fairly quickly. Let's see, because it's only a single image. Oh, there's very nice. That's the Andromeda. That was this picture. Let's just take the overlay off. And this is also not a lot of images. He took this in his garden on the East Coast. I think it's Virginia or so. And you can see a bit of banding on the side. That's from stacking. Okay, that cannot be prevented. That's a shift in stacking, but you can easily crop the image and use it, right? Again, let's do the star removal just for fun. See how it does that. There, your star removed, and so you can enhance the image. Then let's look at the star map, your star map, and you can you export these separately. The linear image, whatever you wish, you can do here. Okay.
Dr. Sasse, you have a couple of images, a couple of questions here. Danny wants to know: is any of this done with AI?
Is any of this done with AI? Of course, the answer is yes. We are using very it's a mixture of very clever algorithms and also image training. That's how you do it now. So the answer is yes, it is.
Okay. And what about? I know you spoke to the capability of your phones, being able to use your camera phones. That includes the HEIC files, the high
Yes,
efficiency
correct.
files. Okay.
Absolutely, absolutely. I can't go into a lot of detail yet
Sure.
with the smartphone. In a few months, I can, because it's a completely different realm. But we are working on those solutions, very very hard. We're first going to finish this one. We want to do the integration of Nina properly, so and a few other things. That every star can be annotated properly, and you can search for any star. I don't think we're not very far from completing that project. We are probably going to launch mid-December. That's our date. Okay, mid-December, with the desktop version that you see here, right? So that's the first thing. And then we're going to work on continue on the smartphone version. But this, of course, incredibly interesting, as you know, because there's always the question, what is the best camera that you have? And the answer is the one that you have with you, right? So, so that's what we're tackling, right? Let me just jump into wider library. So this is what I've been working on, as a test, we can call it as a test engineer. There's huge libraries, as you can see, of all kinds of images. I would say a success rate of over 90%. Sometimes they don't look nice. I have to say that too. We're working on those that don't look nice, but in most cases, we did get really surprisingly decent results, right? Even for the nightscape, we still have, as you can see, some problems with the nightscape. Here's some shadow or some white shadow around there, but we know that, we are aware of that, and it's work in progress that will be solved. Okay. So what's very nice about this, of course, if you've got such a big gallery like this, and I'm sure many of you have a huge gallery, right? Is if you search for certain things, let's just go into our favorite image, at least one of the most favorite images ever. Let me just do that. One sec. And let's pick out a star. Okay. Well, okay. Let's just clear that. Let's take this one here. Wait a minute. Let's just copy this one here. Hopefully I do this correct this time. I don't know what I did there. And let's go back to the gallery, and let's search the gallery. Hopefully it's cleared now. Yes, here we go. And now it's going to search through all my images, and there you go. From wide field to everywhere, wherever the star is, it'll catch it, So if we click on it, there you go. It's there. And that's we think that type of exploration is going to be very great for education, because people also want to know, what do I have in my image, and if you can start going on your single image, in single stars, you can measure a relative, the relative, do some relative photometry on it, and so on. You can take a wide field image, and then you can detect the variable stars and so on. A lot of things open to exploration that before have been only reserved to people with a high science degree or so, people who really spend a lot of time. So we really want to make this accessible for everyone.
That is pretty cool, man.
That's
Thanks.
very cool. Yeah, it's amazing, actually.
Yeah, and we're really open to feedback and everything. As you can see, we're not always perfect. That's sometimes the problems that we have with SOH images. As you can see here, ghastly. I'm very honest about it. So and why? Because it's difficult to mix SOH and get it correctly, but we will correct this in future. That's work in progress. A lot of the SOH here, you can see the Vela, came out nice. So, in many cases, it has worked very nicely. And you can download the, oh yeah, this was an older one. I haven't separated it by the channels yet. We introduced that recently, but anyway, this is also separated by H and O and so on, right? But I can take the stars away, and that of course gives you huge opportunity for creativity, right? You can import this to Photoshop, you can do this in PixInsight, and APP, whatever you wish, right? Whatever your way is, it just really makes your life a lot easier, because you can immediately work on the stretched image. And if you think the image is not sufficient for whatever reason, you can take the linear image, you can download that, and you can continue also on the linear image. So we're trying to be as flexible as possible.
Let me ask you a quick question. Now, regarding to bring this into, let's say, PixInsight or whatever, where would, what's being done? We spoke a little bit about what's being done, but where would I, if I was a new person and I was going to bring this into either PixInsight or Photoshop, where would I take it from here? We're downloading the original files, so.
Okay, so a new person wouldn't start with PixInsight, because PixInsight, as Sean will very well tell you, is it takes a lot of knowledge, right? So the typical thing would probably be a photo editing tool. So let's just click on. Let me show you how this would work. Okay, so let's go. It's a great question. So let's click on the image. Okay. So what you would do is the following. I'm going to take the overlay off, and I'm just going to go here. So what you would do is you have several options. Either you download the RGB image as it is. Then you don't have separate control, of course, of the object and the stars, right? The intermediate person would go and just remove the stars and would download it now. So now you go to download it as a TIFF. Okay, so let's do that. So there you go. Andromeda Galaxy.2.TIFF is being saved right now. Okay, there you go. It's being saved, and then the circle's complete. Then you go again here, and then you need the star mask, of course. And here's the star mask, and then you download that, right? And you download that as a TIFF. Okay, there you go. And that's it. And now you can layer that in Photoshop, the one layer above the other, and control them independently. And that's the key thing, right? And that makes it very easy, because you have two separate layers that you can control. If you go into Photoshop, if you want me to show that, wait a second, let me just do that. If I can, wait a minute, the button here is in the, wait a second, it's in the way. Let me just do Photoshop 1 second. Like this here. Let's do the beta version. Let's just do this quickly. Okay. Right. Let's just get rid of this. Okay, so what you would do here is File, then you go to Scripts, and you now load files into Stack. That would be the, in this case, a simple stack that we upload. And let's do that. So here are our two images, okay? And then I just say open, and then you import these, okay? And then you just here's your stack. I'm not going to go into details of Photoshop now. I'm just going to quickly put the stars on top where they belong. And then it's the same thing what Russell Croman does in PixInsight, that it is screened, right? This is screened. So you have to give this back screening function. Okay, so I'm giving this back as a screen, and there you go. And now your stars are screened again. So now you have the option. Usually the correct way at the moment is to put these in, right? So I'm going to call this group stars, for example. It's very simple, so that I can separate these properly. And I will just call this here, group this here, and I will call this RGB. Okay, there you go. And now you have separate control, right? So, for example, if you want control now over your stars, you can go with the simple Levels adjustment, okay. Wait a minute. Have I done? Oh no, sorry, I did something wrong. I know what I did wrong. My fault. Wait a minute. Let me just reverse this. I have done it not the way it's supposed to go. This is completely stupid. Let me just reverse this. I'm sorry. Undo. Let me just undo this. Wait a second. Okay. So, of course, you don't screen this. I'm sorry. What you do is you screen the top layer. Of course, the group must be screened. So there you go. So there we go. Let's go back to screen here. There you go. Now it's correct. Okay, now it's correct. Okay. And now you can go in and you can do a levels adjustment on here if you want to, and that'll dim the stars only, right? And so on. And you can put another color adjustment if you want to. You can do the color balance, or no, I didn't actually want that. I wanted this here. Let's see, where are we? This is it, right? Here we go. That's it. You can saturate your stars more, and so on. And you can go into your individual channels if you want more red or so, or if you want to take red out, you can do that in the stars, completely independent. And that's really cool, right? Because now the Andromeda doesn't look so saturated with stars anymore. And then you do the same here, of course, right? And it's really simple, right? You go the same. You can do a levels adjustment if you want to on here. And which is even more cool, you can take very simple tools here if you want to. You just go on this here. Let me just put this one off. And you can take, for example, if you don't know much about Photoshop, you can go also here into NIK Viveza, right? And you can now work on this, on the galaxy by itself. Sorry, let me just close this thing. Okay, let's do that later. And you have different color things here, and you can now go in locally if you want to, and work on that, or you can work here more on the structure of the whole galaxy if you want to, and so on. You can do everything individual, and that really makes it wonderful. So if you want to do selective adjustments, maybe make the background here a little bit darker. I can just, for some reason, I can't make this larger now. I don't know. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now you can, reduce the brightness of the background a bit if you want to, and you can just copy that very easily. You see how quickly I'm doing that. And now, if you want to just increase the structure here of the galaxy itself, it's also another beautiful tool. You go in here. Let's say you want more the dust to come out, you can now individually take the dust lanes and make them a bit more pronounced. And I'm just copying this and so on. That's a very fast fix that I'm doing. And then you just say apply, and I'm back. And you basically put the stars back on and so on, right? So that would be very difficult to do without a tool like StarPix. If you would do that normally, you would have to do all that separation in a tool, all manually. It's a long manual process, very tedious, and it's the main reason why many people that I know have a huge library and they just can't keep up with the processing because it's so difficult, right? Does that answer the question more or less, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's go back to our library and just see where we were. Where were we? Let's just minimize this. There we are. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yes. As you can see, this is also this image is resolved. It's going to be much more. What is very interesting about the field is you can see how huge the distortion. Right? I don't think anybody has mapped out, if you go out with a camera with a diameter lens or whatever, you've huge distortions. You've got a rectangular chip mapping a curvature in of objects in the sky, and the resultant plot something like this, actually, right? So that's what you're actually getting. And the distortion toward the edges is unbelievably large. Why, that is why wide field often is not tackled for plate solving and so on, because it just creates so many problems, right? Mathematical problems. And fortunately, we have a few very smart mathematicians in our group that have solved these things.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that's all I wanted to show. That's the overview.
So we have one person that asked the ultimate question already. How much?
Yeah. Okay. What we're trying to cover, of course, are cloud costs, because doing things
I'm sorry. You know, it was funny when you started to answer. Your voice went out. So just.
Oh, sorry. Maybe, you know what? Let me stop sharing. Okay, wait a second. Let me stop sharing. Maybe it won't go out then. I don't know what it is, but let me just go
maybe
back.
it's just. Are you using a laptop?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe it's
Yes.
just using too much resources. And
Okay. Okay. Let me just. Did I stop sharing?
not yet. There you go.
How do I do it?
You're good.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Can you hear me better now?
Much
Is it
better.
okay?
Much better.
Okay. Okay. So the ultimate question is how much? That's always the question. So we are going to start with a monthly subscription of about $9.99. That's probably going to be it. That's going to be a base subscription, and then there are higher ones that go $19.99 and so on. So that covers everything. It also covers the possibilities when we upgrade, which you usually don't have with software, is that it will upgrade the images that you already have. So when we come out with new features, it will reprocess the images that you have with the new features, right?
Okay. So what's the basic difference between the $9.99 and the $19.99?
Yeah, we haven't. You have to give us a bit more time, but it has to do with volume, of course, right? And then there's going to be a higher one. Those people who are incredibly impatient, who want the express lane for everything, right? It's similar to Midjourney. I don't know if you know Midjourney. It's like an AI tool that people use where they have different things. It's probably going to be a similar type of profile to what Midjourney is having, right?
Wow, so reason $9.99 a month for that, and I just did another one I just did an iris from 2018 that I had. I just threw some old data in there. Now, you know, I'll show you a little bit. You know, I'll share my my pic if I can real quick. Let's see what I can do here. So Be Kind. This is from 6 years ago with no flats and just thrown in there. Okay.
That's the normal problem. Yes, that is the usual problem.
So that's my 2018 version of the iris. Now you can see there's obviously some stacking kind of stuff going on here.
We're not seeing it, Dan.
You're,
Or are we seeing it?
you're not seeing
Oh, we
it?
are seeing it. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm looking at the
We
wrong
are.
thing there.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
Am I looking at
you
the
may
wrong?
not.
We can't see it. We can't see it.
Oh, I
but
can't see it. Okay,
I will.
and
I
Sean,
will,
you have to describe it to me. I don't know what you're looking
Nope.
at.
I'll
Okay.
fix it right now. Here you go. There you go. Now you can see it.
Now I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me go back to where am I? Go away. Where is the image? There we go.
Okay.
Oh,
now
that's
I see it.
fine.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right, Dan.
Yep.
That is awful.
You know what? We're on live TV, so I'll be kind. Okay. So now, just to give you an example, this was a almost 200 images, some 5 minutes, some 2 minute,
Right.
taken 6 years ago. You know, obviously the stars are a little bit over bloated a little bit, but I
That's
probably
okay.
killed the
Come
image
on.
a little bit. But that's one of the things that I did.
But
And
you can
then
see. I mean, come on. It's not that bad.
yeah.
It's okay.
And then the first one that I did was this one, This is only about 15 images of
Right.
the wizard.
Mhm.
Okay. And then
Yep.
I said, wow, that went pretty fast. This is only H and O. This is only the H and O. There's no S in here. But once I said that, how fast that went, I said, let me put everything I had in there. And it came out with this.
Okay.
Mm. Now, Dan, that's the stretched version that StarPix did?
Yeah, I didn't touch it. This is how it came out.
Okay. Yeah.
If I go to the unstretched image, there you go.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of green. Yeah,
A lot of green. A lot of green.
That looks completely correct. Yes, that does look correct.
So,
Okay. Okay.
and that's pretty
How
much
is Christian? How is StarPix applying? Like it appears to be applying flats to calibrate the image. How is it going about that?
That's a bit of a
Is there a simple way to describe it, or no?
No, well, the simple way is it's a lot of AI training. You know, it's a lot of
Okay.
vignetting training and all things.
Mhm.
That's the simple version. It's more complicated than that, unfortunately,
Sure.
because a lot of people are doing AI stuff, but astronomy has a lot of difficult things, really a lot of difficult things. And so there's some maths in there, and there's some AI. It's a mixture of everything.
Right. Okay. Now, with regards to the dust donuts that you said it has difficulty removing, is that a situation where you need contribution of data from astrophotographers in order to train the AI models?
Apps. That's exactly, you got it. Nothing to add. Thank you very much. Yes, it's
All
funny
right.
because when I look for dust donuts, I don't find them, and when I don't want them, I see them. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Is there a
yes,
place that people can get a hold of you
yes,
to upload the data?
yes. Please. Yeah, that's a great idea. Um, Dan, can you share my email? It's just Sassephoto, Sasse, and then photo @gmail.com. If they are so kind and just write to us, we will give them an upload where they can upload their images, which is a really great idea because we need to do improvements. Yes.
it's sassphoto@gmail.com.
Yes. Thank you. That's it.
There you go. It's in there.
Great. Great. So yeah, thanks, Sean. What a great idea. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
The other
question I had for you, Christian, was are there any like you support you said TIFF and FITS right now? Is there any plans to support the PixInsight EXIF format at all, the native format?
Yeah, I know. Not at the moment. It's more, it's a question. What do most users use? Of course, if I ask the circle here, then most people will say they use PixInsight. Yes, but if you use the wider, so we may do that. We haven't completely decided. At the moment, we're sticking to the large, the ubiquitous formats. That's the answer. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, but that's something that could be added to the
It's
foreseeable
not.
future
It's
list.
not. It can. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, because I was uploading EXIF files to the platform.
Yeah, it won't recognize. Yeah.
It wasn't working. Yeah, and I was conversing with Dan behind the scenes, and he had said that FITS files. So I'm just uploading FITS files right now to do a test with it.
Yeah, and the main reason for that, Sean, is that we look at each data as it has been taken, and they're usually FITS, TIFF, or JPEGs, or camera formats, right? Raw camera. That's the reason you don't take images in XISF usually, right? That's why.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I just know that like when I'm using Nina as an acquisition software, I can select the format that I want it to save the image, the light frames that I'm taking, and I just save them as EXIF files because I'm going to be using it in PixInsight myself, right? it just makes it easier for me to use it that way.
Actually, that's a very good point. I didn't think of that. So thanks for that. That actually, that's a very good argument. So I think we're going to take. I didn't think of that. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. All right. One other thing I was just going to point out, when I try to sign up using Google,
Yes.
it threw an error. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Yes, we are aware of that. At the
Okay.
moment, we are
All right.
restricting access because we're so much in training. At the same time, Sean, we're very happy to add you. Okay, so that's fine. Okay?
Yeah, no,
So just,
I just signed up with the email address. That's all, and it worked fine. I'm in there right now. So yeah.
Okay. 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 Any other
Anything else, Dan?
questions or?
No,
Anything else in
it
the,
looks
chat?
great. I love what it does, and I
Yeah,
love what it spits out.
You know, it's really funny because that this should emerge at this point. Back in 2012, I was out at a dark site with a friend of mine, and it was about 2 a.m. We were imaging, and we were just talking while the data was coming in. And the one thing that he had said to me at the time was he wished someone would develop something where he could just throw all his files in and it would spit out an image for him, basically, that he could work with. And here it is. It's sort of come to
12
fruition
years
at this point.
later.
So, yeah, years. Yeah, no doubt. 12 years later, here it is.
You know what?
So,
and
really,
you know, with the implementation of all the AI techniques out there and things that are, making it. I guess there are two different arguments to that. They're making it easier or making it too easy to do things. But I mean, with great power comes great responsibility, right? So, we got to use the AI to our capabilities and not use it to kind of make those fake butterfly nebulas that we have in on Facebook that actually look like a butterfly. So,
I think for the AstroWorld, it's going to take a long time until AI will say, make me the Orion Nebula. I mean, if I'm, for example, because I'm in eagle photography, say, make a beautiful bald eagle, it does a damn good job, better than I can photograph now, really. It's quite amazing. But if I say, do me the Orion Nebula, it's complete garbage. And everybody will see it. There's a very famous story. I don't know if I should tell it, but a few years ago in National Geographic, there was a beautiful landscape of the southern sky, and they published it, and the photographer had used the clone tool to clone the Milky Way, put a bit more here, there, and so on. National Geographic didn't see it. They did not see it. Any astrophotographer, one look, and it stings your eyes, And so what I'm saying is that's the challenge. In astrophotography, we have very critical eyes, because people know they will find single stars that if you Photoshop them, they will find them, okay? They will find them. And especially with the tools that we're developing now, they will find them, because every star will be scrutinized, right? And so actually the standard is really high. So I don't think that AI is going to destroy it. It's going to enhance it. I mean, that's what we are doing. We're trying to make it publicly accessible, right? That more people can enjoy it. That they don't have to be scientists in order to, explore what they got. I mean, who doesn't want to take a picture with their smartphone and say, I wish I knew what was up there. I don't know where Jupiter is. I don't know, Well, then what you do is you take the planetarium, right? You take these software and then you go and look, but that's not really the answer. The answer is, I want it in my image. I want to know what that is, right? So that's why we're working at this.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. I'm so happy, and now that the speed and everything is where it needs. I mean, I just did another photo with granted, it was only 300 or so minutes of data, so 6 or 7 hours. But 6 or 7 hours only took from loading the first image to getting a completed image less than 20 minutes. So, I mean, if you think about it, if you do a 30-hour image times that by 4, that's an hour, let's say, and you're done.
Yeah, and I did my entire library that I ever took, I think, in 1 or 2 days. It was crazy. I mean, that's unheard of, right? Because it's
I know.
No.
My lavalier mic crapped out the other day, so
Okay.
I'm using
I
the
didn't know
Rode,
if
and
you.
it's got a
I
lot
didn't
of
know
big
if you
hiss
knew.
to it. So I took it
Yeah,
off
I
my
didn't know if you
every
knew,
time I
so that's why it
moved,
was.
it was going. So I took it off.
Okay.
So sorry. Now, this is the way. No, the damn mic is broken.
That's better now.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I'm annoyed. I got to get a new lav mic. Kind of died, but Dr. Sass, it's really awesome, and it's literally not expensive at like $10 a month, and always subject to change, of course, but I mean, it's gonna be an awesome kind of thing, especially to your point. We want to make sure that we make this not only accessible, but people want to see people. We're in the land of instant gratification these days, right?
that's
So
fun.
we want to see what our image looks like, and if we throw it somewhere and if you go get into the live stacking with PixInsight for those, or Nina for those those avid astrophotographers that use Nina and that kind of stuff and want some sort of live stacking capability with that intuitiveness of no flats, you don't have to worry about it. You're going to get this kind of image, and it gives you a good idea of what you're going to get later on. You know what I mean? So
Exactly. Yes, and you can just imagine in real time. You can remove the stars. I mean, do such things, right? And you
sure,
see what you need. Okay.
exactly.
So,
It's pretty cool. I mean, so anything you want to say regarding anything future coming in it, maybe, or is it too soon?
we have a lot up our sleeves, but I'm going to leave it as a surprise.
Keep it
Okay?
close to the chest. Yeah, I figured.
There's a lot more coming.
I
So,
figured.
okay.
All
But
right.
I'll put it this way: I'd love to come back in about 6 months or so and show you the progress. How's that?
You're always
Okay.
welcome, and you can come and hang out with us whenever you want. Even if you just want to come on and chill, talk about
Okay.
something new. You're more than one. Something iTelescope is doing something, or you're doing something else. Feel free to kind of come on, and you're always welcome to hang out. You've always been good to the show, and well, speaking of which, being good to the show, think you might want to announce something about Astropalooza, maybe.
Well, just that we are going to we have premium image sets. So I'm talking for iTelescope now. Okay. So we have premium image sets every month, which we take with very high grade telescopes. And iTelescope will donate. I know you do some prize, isn't that so? Some
Giveaways,
prize distribution.
yeah.
Yeah, and I will do that. Just remind me before I leave to do this, so because I'm leaving very soon, and yeah, of course we'll do that. We'll
Yeah,
help you do that.
so another premium image set from
Yeah,
iTelescope. That'll be 3 years in a row, I believe.
that's
So
fine. That's
thank you for that. That's pretty awesome, and I got to start making those videos of. We got a lot of stuff going on. Pegasus Astro donated. Wanderer Astro donated. You donated. Who else? Move Shoot Move donated. I mean, a lot of people
oh,
have, a lot of people are getting involved. So I'm trying to get Leah and Player One involved. So it's just taking a little bit
yeah,
more
you
red
told me.
tape.
Player One.
Yeah.
Player One's it's a great camera. So,
Oh yeah, I
but I
love
think
them. I mean, Sean and I are looking at putting a rig together and hopefully doing a collaboration work kind of stuff. So because
yeah, I think you got the
his
right camera. It's great, really great.
yeah, we're gonna throw Poseidon on a fast newt and send it to a dark sky, hopefully. So
Send it down to
Okay, good.
Texas.
yeah,
Oh, that's I know where you're
Christian.
going. It's
yeah,
great. Yeah.
everyone's
Yeah.
going there.
One quick question for you, Christian. Are you planning a newsletter of sorts that people can sign up for to keep updated on what's happening?
Yes, yes, we are. We're going to. I'll discuss that with my, with my colleagues. Yes, that's a great idea, and yeah, yes is the
Okay.
answer.
All right. Yeah, because I'm sure that we could, Dan and I, we'd be happy to put the word out and stuff, and people can sign up and
Thank you so
keep
much.
updated
Yeah,
with regards to what's happening. Yeah,
we,
that'd be great.
yes, yes. The sort of the that'll probably go through me anyway, so that's good. Yes,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Good.
Cool.
Thank you.
All
Okay.
right.
Any
Yeah.
other questions, Dan, on the chat?
Let me just take a look real quick. And no, that's pretty much it. Everyone says great presentation. It'll be a lot of fun to play with this program from Newman. Some people making fun of me. Let's see. Let's see. Edmund.
Come on.
Yeah, everyone makes fun of me. It's fine. I'm good like that.
You might actually get a good image if you use this, Dan.
You jerk. Yeah. Okay. Who else? Let's see. Well, it looks like Tom's imaging raindrops. That's sorry to hear that. See, Edmund Walendowski.
Oh, he's the one. Edmund, very nice that you're there. Can I just quickly say something? Edmund is a great person. He's the one from the East Coast who did the Andromeda. Okay, so that's him.
Oh.
Thanks, that Edmund. Great that you're here.
Yep. And Danny Sakari had a bunch of good questions. He had all the questions out there. People voted. Billy's Astro says thank you. Astro with Eric jumped on at the end of the show. He's back there. Oh, he is. Oh no, he is. Oh, he actually. I thought he was in the. I didn't know you were logged in the video. Hold on a second. All of a sudden I see the voice from beyond. It's like. Let's see if I could do this on the fly. That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna see if I could get you. Where are you here? You make me do this on the fly here. Jeez. Telling you. See if I could set this up. The names will probably be wrong, but that's okay.
Oh, wow.
Is at work today, doing late night hosting. For we had a veterans breakfast today, and then a veterans dinner because our plant, the shifts all basically merge. Everybody usually is here on Wednesdays, from all the shifts. So had to do it on a Wednesday instead of on a Monday, but it's all good.
And let's see if this works here. So, where is it? There we go. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, hi, there you are.
There you are. It took me a while. See, this is what I was talking about Sean.
Yeah,
about
now I
Eric.
see it. Yeah.
This is the on the fly kind of thing here.
You've got us mixed up. You've got Eric's green screen effect on me.
Let's see.
Yeah, you do.
Let me see if I can fix this a little bit. Where are you? Virtual Sean. No, not that one.
Just surfing.
Yeah, I know, right? For a second, it almost looked like Sean was headless. He was always just a big head. That was you can only just see his head.
Here's Max Headroom. Oh man, there you go. All right, so I got that all sorted. Yeah. So Eric, I don't know if you heard, but iTelescope will be donating another premium image set to Astropalooza. So
thank you. That's awesome.
Welcome.
And you gotta go on to StarPix again and start dumping some stuff in there. So
yeah, I actually dumped a bunch of stuff on there, so I have to take a look at it. Because what did I dump on there? The dragon, the flying dragon is what it was like 500. I put on like 500 plus FITS files.
Nice. There you go.
Maybe that was too many. I don't know.
well, I was just talking about speed, and I put in like 180 of the Iris from 2018, and it was done in stacked and everything in less than 20 minutes.
Wow.
So if you had some issues with speed in the past, those have been fixed. So
Okay. I haven't been on recently, so I'll have to hop back on.
yeah, definitely hop back on.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good to see you, Dr. Sass. Thank you for joining and sharing that big news with us.
Well, it was a pleasure. I think last time I was here, I was dreaming of something like this. That hopefully one day that'll happen. Now we're there. So it's
now
good.
you're there. It's come to fruition. Sean, my man, how are you?
What's up, Eric? I'm good. You?
Hey, living the dream. Living the dream.
Yeah.
Trying to pack.
My line.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, but Eric's moving to the Atlanta area in a couple of months.
Yeah, no.
Now, next month.
Next month. All right, next month.
Next month. Yeah, so next week, guys, I will be out. I won't be on the show next week because next week, Robin and I are house hunting.
Yeah, well, enjoy.
So yeah.
Awesome. All right, sounds good.
But have you guys did you happen to see my M33?
I did not. We've been doing our thing the whole time. So.
Oh, okay.
Where would you put it? Where would I see it?
Well, I put it on the Discord channel. I posted it on Facebook. It's on my website. It is on my website and everything. But yeah, I'll just share here really quick.
Yeah, go for it.
And there it is. Let me see if I can max this guy and get a few things out of the way.
What is that? Fuchsia?
No, that's a lot of HA. That's HA, oxygen 3, and RGB. It's HOO RGB.
Cool.
So, I mean, if you want to call it fuchsia, sure. I know it's not. I'm pretty sure it's not like many others M33s. But
no, that's fine. It's just it's more pink than I'm used to. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. There are many M33s, but this one is mine.
That it is, Eric. That it is.
I'll have what Eric's doing when I process.
Yeah.
Eric, the stars look great, Eric.
Yeah, thanks. The stars aren't necessarily a problem. I was doing image blend because I did HOO and then I did RGB and then I did a mask I did a gradient mask so I could just capture just the galaxy, and then I did an image blend, and this is what came out. So hey, my wife said it looks like. Why does it look like Pepto-Bismol?
You know what? I was gonna say it, but I chose not to.
It looks so rosy and pink. It looks so rosy and pink.
You know, I like especially in like the 10 o'clock area where those like red, the HA regions over there came out really nice.
Yeah. So I'll have to maybe I'll probably redo this.
Some lessons from me.
Yeah, lessons from you. Absolutely. On mixing in the HA and the oxygen and getting a nice normal looking color. So
cool.
But yeah.
No, I mean the detail's great. It is. I just
the
love
details are fantastic.
Yeah, detail's great.
Yeah, it's just it's just the learning to combine, That's all it really is. Sure. It's just the learning to combine, the narrow band with the RGB.
Well, Ernie said you need more icons. Norm called it the Pepto-Bismol Galaxy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Chris is like, it's the fuchsia. It's the fuchsia.
Hey, listen, I love Eric getting this love because this is usually me. you know. So,
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
I'm usually the one getting the smackdown.
Yeah. Oh, matter of fact, I do need, because I apologize, everybody. You know, with this move and Veterans Day, I've been so
With
busy
the IOTW, yeah.
with IOTW, but I can announce last week's winner.
Oh, okay,
So
good. I totally, yeah.
we can at least do that. Let me get over there
Yes.
to that area. So let me just log in here.
Okay, all right, but yeah, no, I mean, Eric, on a serious note, it's a great pick, man. Really, seriously.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, it's good effort and stuff. How long did it take you to process that?
I was actually going back and forth as far as processing. Maybe spending like 5 or 6 hours. In total integration was like 24 hours, like a little bit over 24 hours.
Okay.
Okay, all right. How much
Total
of that was
integration.
broadband versus narrowband?
I want to say I had about maybe 5 hours of maybe 5 hours of HA, 3 hours of O3, and the rest of it was all RGB.
Okay, awesome, cool.
So, okay, so November 8th. All right, so we had 18 of the novice and 31 here. So let me go back, share the screen. All right, so we still have the image of the month going, but here we are for November 8th.
And when does that end?
Novice. Huh?
When does that end?
That actually ends next week.
Not
the actual vote ends next week.
It ends
22nd.
So not the 22nd. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yep. So for our novice winner, 18 out of 18 votes. We only had. That's right. We only had Brian.
Brian Da Vinci again.
Yeah. Somewhere in Cygnus. So that was probably why we only had so few, because you only had one entry. But now let's go to our experience where we had quite a few more, almost double, 31, and the winner is Wolf Rayette 134 by Chris Frierksen.
All right, Chris. There you go.
All right. 36 hours, over 36 hours of total integration.
Nice.
So, wow.
Very
you
cool.
put in a lot of work. No, total was 50 hours, almost 51 hours total. Wow.
Is that the one that shows the circle around WR, the like blue circle?
Let's see. I'll pull up the media here so everybody can see. Here we are.
Yeah, the blue circle. Yeah, see that?
Yep. So
pretty
congratulations.
wild.
It was a great pick. It was a great pick. This is one of my favorite targets personally myself. So great choice and great pick.
Yeah, nice job, Chris.
Yep. All right.
Cool.
So there you go.
All right, rock and roll. All right, so it's actually 9:30. It's about almost that time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can do a quick.
I got here on the tail end of everything.
Nah, man, but life gets in the way, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, any final thoughts, Eric? Actually,
No.
first and final, I guess, because
Yeah. First and final, no. But I will get a hold of Sean, so you can. I need your expert tutelage. Help my fuchsia become normal.
So between your fuchsia and my green, I don't know.
Hey, Sean's the man. He can. If anybody can help me, it's Sean.
Whatever it is
He's probably
you're
like,
doing,
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if anybody can help you.
Eric, no matter what, just remember, it's always about the artist. There is no right or wrong.
oh yeah, there is.
Really?
Most of the time.
And Eric just demonstrated it.
Really? Hey, you know what? I can be man enough to say, yeah, no. But you know,
No.
it's all
You
good.
know what? It was great. It was great detail. The stars are fantastic.
Yeah.
I just got to work on your integration of the narrowband and the broadband. That's
In
all.
the broadband, yeah.
IOTW for this week. Is that even up or?
Maybe no, it's not. I will try to spend some time tonight to get everything up. You know,
Everyone's blaming it on Jackie. They're saying Jackie closed it and threw out all the pictures. So,
but no, I'll work on that so they can be ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow, you guys can vote. Just do some
cool.
fast.
Appreciate it. And if you needed me to take it back next week, I'll be happy to just fix it. Okay. Sean, final thoughts?
Well, you know what? I don't want to ruin my track record, so I don't have a final thought. How's that?
Par for the course, man. Par for the course. All right. Save the last to you, Dr. Sasse. Do you have any final thoughts?
Thank you very much. It was very enjoyable. Okay.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
What do we got here? I don't know. All I see is Eric passing a knife to somebody. That's all I saw.
Passing some tools to my son. That's
okay.
Passing a knife around.
Tom Peters said, great show tonight. Thank you, Dr. Sasse. I will be subscribing. Thanks, Dan, Sean, and Eric. Everybody in the Peanut Gallery. See you Friday.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
Great
all right,
job.
everybody.
Thanks for having you guys.
Yeah, Dr. Sasse, again, thank you for allowing us the AstroWorld exclusive of Star Picks. That's awesome, and we're looking forward to the launch in Christmas time or maybe before, and it's good. It's going to be great. Good luck to you, and if there's anything that we could do at AstroWorld, just let me know and help each other out. There you go. All right, everybody. Well, have a great night. Next time we'll be on Friday. Just regular showtime, 8 o'clock. We're going to be hanging in there. And then don't forget, next Wednesday, we got Sarah Matthews coming on. So, that's going to be very, very cool. She's the first time on AstroWorld. She's very excited, and she's also going to be on Astropalooza as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So everybody have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe. And remember, as always, keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we'll see you on Friday night. Have a good night, everybody.
See everybody.
Booger.
Oh, man.
Boy.
I think they could still hear you, so hold on. Don't say anything weird.
Oh, really?